What's going on, guys? This is Almost Expert Wrestling, and yes, we are back after a little bit of a break. We haven't put up a video in a little bit. Not sure how long it's exactly been a week or two. But like we said, we're back, and it's been a pretty good week in the world of WWE, and basically because this past Monday on Raw was one of the better Raws as of late, in my opinion. We'll see what Kyle has to say about that in a minute, but overall it was a great Raw. There's much storyline development, whether it was the Bella's segment with Jerry Springer. I'll get into that in a little bit, maybe a little more, but or the of course Roman Reigns being assaulted by Seth Rollins and Randy Orton as Kane just took off his jacket and stood by. But overall, it was a pretty good Raw. And I'll now hand over to Kyle. What were your thoughts on Raw this past Monday?
Yes, Raw, great, awesome. I was there live in Baltimore. I must admit, it was probably one of my favorite shows. I've always thought of Raws I actually go to aren't as good because, I really don't, get to watch it as much, but I don't see it as good since you're live there, but it was awesome. I really enjoyed it. The steel cage match to begin the show, and then the steel cage match to end the show. How awesome was that? So well, not really a steel cage match to end the show, but how they put down the steel cage and Roman Reigns got attacked by all of the authority. I'm really looking forward to this Monday's Raw. I feel like a lot of backlash from last week's Raw will come into this Raw. It's already the final Raw before Night of Champions, which comes up on September the 21st, I believe. So, really looking forward to that. Overall, Raw was good. The Dolph Ziggler-Miz stuff was pretty funny. The Jericho-Wyatt match, like I said earlier, was very good and exciting. I know. Overall, Sheamus Cesaro should be a very underrated match. It was a pretty good Raw. It was filled with stuff. It had a lot of action on it, and it addressed pretty much all the storylines. A couple, like the Bo Dallas storyline, was not addressed, but I think they focused on that on SmackDown. I didn't watch it, but pretty sure they did. But overall, I was pretty excited with this Monday Night Raw. I feel like the WWE is going in the right direction, and I feel like Night of Champions is going to be really fun. So yeah. How about you, Jim?
Yeah.
Excited for Night of Champions.
Yes, I am too, and the Raw was very good. I think that anyway, hashtag inside joke. But the Ziggler-Miz segment had to be the funniest part of the night. Of course, Damien Sandow just made that segment, if you ask me. I'm a Damien Sandow guy, if you could say that. I don't know if there are any, but he just was a fantastic part of that segment. His serious but funny acting in WWE, I've always appreciated and loved, and he just made that, looking at the photo. Oh god. And then he took it to Twitter afterwards, was like, there's plenty of Raw left. But overall, that segment was pretty good, and the steel cage match was as well. So yeah, it was a fantastic way to start the season premiere. Of course, Bray Wyatt winning that match, and it was just a fantastic Raw all the way through. There was no parts. There were no parts that were boring. The only boring part, in my opinion, was when Kane, Orton, Ambrose were assaulting Roman Reigns.
Kane, Orton, Ambrose?
Yes. Okay.
You just said Ambrose. You mean Reigns or Rollins?
Rollins. I think I've nixed their names in the past too, but yes, Rollins, not Ambrose. I don't know why I said that, but sorry. But when they were attacking Roman Reigns, it of course went on for a while and went over the normal time of Raw. It went until 11:15, which annoys me usually when that happens. It's usually when The Rock returns that happens. But Of course, it has to be long because they have to make it a more eventful attack on him. But it could have been shortened by a little bit. I mean, if they just hurried up, that would have been better. But that was the only flaw really with Raw that I remember. But overall, I liked it, and it was very interesting to see the Bella segment with Jerry Springer, and seeing the Bella twins' parents doing their terrible acting on the Titantron. Of course, reading it off of a card clearly behind the camera. It was terrible acting. But I mean that with offense, so learn your acting, Bella Twins parents. And of course, brother JJ decided to come out, so they tracked him down after months and months of searching. They had found JJ Bella, and he was a kind of little part of the segment. It's like, oh, I've known you since you're little. You need to stop this. But overall, the segment was not that good. It could have been better, and Jerry Springer just was terrible. Like, no offense to him, but he did not sell the injury at all. Some people say he oversold it. He didn't sell it at all. He just like literally laid there and then just rolled over on the stretcher and was like, I'm hurt somewhere. Like, no one knew where he was hurt. JBL was saying stuff like, oh, I think it might have been his ankle. It might have been his ankle, but we didn't really see anything. Yeah, that's for the Bella Twin segment. And of course, John Cena and Paul Heyman had that epic promo. It was a very epic promo. Really send the message as far as John Cena being like, hey, I'm a face, whether you like it or not. He really showed it even more in that promo. Of course, Paul Heyman's mic skills were fantastic. Of course, bringing down the crowd, bringing up some sports in the city of Baltimore when he did that. And, of course, he has to piss people off, and he does it like no one else. But overall, that promo was fantastic, both sides. Even though Heyman hasn't done the suplex repeat thing in a while. I think he should every week. But, anyway, of course, Lesnar should be there next week on Raw. It's pretty much official. Like, he's booked there. That's, like, the backstage things that he's booked already, but he's not, like, officially coming back. But he will be. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. It's a great storyline progression all the way around Raw. And Kyle, do you have any further comments on this past week on Raw before we move on to our next topic?
Yeah, I think you pretty much covered everything. Raw was good. All the matches for Night of Champions look like they're pretty much set up. I mean, we got like an 8-match card now, so there we go. And I enjoyed Raw overall. I felt like like you said, every match and promo was pretty good overall. And the only really thing that, in my opinion, wasn't that good was obviously, I guess, like the Slater and Bunny thing again, you know.
Oh.
I don't know, I didn't hear the commentary for it itself. I would have heard like JBL's commentary during, which I think is hilarious. Probably would have been better, but seeing it live wasn't that good. But Raw was great. You know, I was really, really impressed. You know, it was of course the first Monday Night Raw to compete with Monday Night Football, so on ESPN. So I guess Raw was trying to, WWE and Raw, they were trying to pump up the crowd a little bit, get some more ratings, and yeah, so I enjoyed Raw, and hopefully this Monday night on Raw, the go home show for Night of Champions is pretty good, and I guess it's more ready for Night of Champions on September 21st. So, yeah.
Indeed. And just confirmed as of making this video, I believe that there's going to be a tag team match on Raw, and it's going to be, I believe it was Brie Bella, and yes, it's Brie Bella and AJ Lee versus Nikki Bella and Paige in a tag team match. That's the only really confirmed match, I believe, at this point for next Monday on Raw. But that ends that part. Talking about Monday Night Raw in particular. Of course, now we're going to move on and talk about the upcoming pay-per-view. Sorry, I paused there for a second. I just choked there. But no, the upcoming pay-per-view, Night of Champions, and how this isn't predictions. This is not a prediction show. That's coming up. This it should be up in about a week or so. Yeah, it should be up before Night of Champions. So look for that. Maybe Wednesday, Thursday. But anyway, we're more looking at how the card is shaping up for Night of Champions, and I'll hand it over to you. Kyle, I've probably been hogging up the spotlight with this video so far, so I'll hand it over to you. What are your thoughts overall of the Night of Champions card as of now?
Yes, I am looking forward to Night of Champions. Like I said before, September 21st in Tennessee, so sure a lot of people will be looking forward to that. So far, if you want to get your fingers out, Jay, I want to make sure I don't miss any matches here. So far, the matches are John Cena versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. We got, oh my God, a brain fart. Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship of the world. The United States Championship is on the line as Sheamus takes on Cesaro. We have our Tag Team Championships on the line. Gold and Stardust taking on the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. We have the Divas Championship on the line. I believe it's a triple threat match. Paige versus Brie Bella, or Nikki Bella versus AJ Lee for the Divas Championship. And that's our 5 championship matches. We also have some rival matches going on. As Randy Orton takes on Chris Jericho in should be a very, very good match there. A couple of experienced former World Heavyweight Champions. We also have Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, the 2 former members of The Shield. And then, of course, which was announced, I believe, on Raw, Rusev is taking on Mark Henry. So I believe I got all 8 of them. That is the 8-match card for Night of Champions. All 5 championships are on the line, along with 3 very, very good singles matches, making Night of Champions a pretty impressively, or whatever, stacked card. One other match I'm expecting to be added, maybe to the pre-show, is Bo Dallas versus Jack Swagger. They're involved in a pretty heated feud right now. And hell, we might even get a Slater versus Adam Rose match added to the pre-show as well. So we could get like a 10-match card, which WWE hasn't had in a long time. So overall, I'm looking forward to the entire card. I feel like WWE did a pretty good job of putting it together, and did a lot of matches that are going to excite the fans. And so there we go. I don't really have any predictions yet. Our prediction show is next week, but nonetheless, I'm really, really looking forward to it. I have some bold predictions maybe, but I feel like Night of Champions this year is going to really outdo last year, in which that was main evented by Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton. This year, probably going to be main evented by Cena Lesnar again. Even though I don't like pay-per-views that have the same main event as the previous pay-per-view, I feel like this match is going to be a better wrestling match than last year. So, yeah, there we go. Night of Champions looking good. What do you think?
What do I think? Does it matter what I think? Okay, Rock. But anyway, I think that this card as of now, as I make this video, is pretty good. I think that I don't know if we'll see any more matches added other than the pre-show, but I think that this is our card right now. I mean, obviously it is, but will be the final one plus the pre-show. I mean, usually they don't add any last week matches before a pay-per-view. So this is probably it for now. That's like 7 or 8 matches, I believe.
8, like I said, 8.
Sorry. Yes, you're correct, 8. Sorry about that, Kyle. Didn't mean to offend you. But, but anyway, yes, it's an 8-card match, and that should be it. And plus the pre-show. And it will be, most likely, like you said, Kyle, Bo Dallas versus Jack Swagger. And this rivalry, it wasn't taken to another level. Actually, it wasn't taken anymore at all this past Monday on Raw, because they were not on TV. Neither of them. They didn't have another segment with Bo Dallas bringing out people who lost their jobs because Jack Swagger lost, and people are broke because he lost. Especially that guy who looked like Josh Matthews that was at that segment. But anyway, shout out to that Twitter follower of mine who followed me just because I made that comment. But anyway, the Night of Champions card looks really solid at this point. I don't see any flaws with it. None at all. I'm really excited to see all of the matches. Of course, the main event, Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. We got the tag team titles match. That should be interesting. Randy Orton, Chris Jericho. I'm interested to see what type of match that'll be. We'll have to predict them next week, but I'll think of it until then. That's going to be tough to think of. The Divas Championship, Paige defending Nikki Bella and AJ Lee. That'll be a nice one. Of course, Miz, Dolph Ziggler. I'm excited for that one. That's going to be maybe one of the better ones. And Sheamus Cesaro, that might be possibly the best. I don't know. We'll have to see what Brock Lesnar John Cena does. Mark Henry Rusev, that should be a nice back and forth, but we'll see who wins that one. And, of course, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. And I didn't say Dean Ambrose instead of Seth Rollins this time, so good for me. And good for this card. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to say about this card, Kyle?
I agree with you pretty much. The card looks good overall, like I said. I feel like it's it's similar to the SummerSlam card, but not like in many ways. I think by having a bunch of singles matches, like they did at SummerSlam, is a good thing. They also have a tag match and a triple threat match, so that should be pretty fun. I don't know. I mean, look at some of the names on my list here that's missing out on Night of Champions. You got the Big Show, who was tagging with Mark Henry for a while. Henry going on to have a singles feud. None of the three members of the Wyatt family are on the card. I noticed Luke Harper and Eric Rowan have just fell off lately. I don't know what's going on with them. Bray Wyatt got a big win over Jericho, like you said, a bit early on Raw, but he doesn't find himself on the card right now, so pretty interesting there. But now, I mean, there's a couple names that aren't on the card, but I don't know. Fandango's not on the card. He's not on WWE TV anymore, apparently. Rob Van Dam, he's off TV. He's not on the card, but yeah, a lot of guys aren't. But really, the ideal amount of superstars you thought would be on Night of Champions are on. Mostly everybody that was on SummerSlam is basically on Night of Champions, so that's pretty much the way it looks. I don't think Sheamus was at SummerSlam. That was pretty funny, but the card looks good. Looking forward to Dean Ambrose coming back potentially on Monday Night Raw this Monday. His date was originally this Monday, but I think it was scratched back. I don't know what they want to do with him. But here we go. So Monday Night Raw this Monday. Looking forward to answering more questions. WWE is going to answer some more questions for us this Monday on maybe more matches, all that stuff. So yeah, looking forward to it. Liking what's going on in WWE right now. I feel like they bounced back with this episode of Raw because the past two episodes of Raw really, really sucked. I mean, not didn't suck, but they just weren't good as they could be. But looking forward to it. There you go.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I don't know. It'll be tough to see what we can expect from Raw. It'll be interesting to see. Of course, Brock Lesnar coming back. Brock Lesnar. I cannot wait to see the segment between John Cena and Brock Lesnar. They're probably going to end the show. Of course, maybe John Cena standing in the ring, wanting Brock Lesnar to come out, and comes out, stands up on the apron, starts to come in, goes back out of the ring, leaves. Like, that's probably how Raw is going to end. That's my prediction for Raw. That's a early prediction, but a mini prediction. But I mean, that's pretty much it. No more comments. I gave you all your chances, Kyle. There's no more comments left for you, none for me. And that's the video, guys. Thank you all for watching, and this is our first video in a while. It has been, it's been about, yeah, like I said, it's been about 10, 11, 12 days, I don't know, a couple of weeks since we've done a video, and thank you so much for watching. Of course, comment what you think about what will happen. What you think about what will happen, that makes no sense. But, of course, what you think will happen on Raw this upcoming Monday, what you thought about last Monday's Raw. Overall, your thoughts on WWE's product right now, whatever you want to talk about in the comment section, do it below, because it's our opinions, your feedback. Haven't done that plug in a while, but anyway, of course, like it if you liked it, and if you hated it, like it. Why not? And of course, subscribe to us, because I mean, you're one click away from the otherwise known as the AEW network, which, unlike the WWE network, is $0.00, unlike the WWE network, which is $9.99. Which one are you gonna pick? Come on, we're free. We got all these videos in the past. You'll first check them out, and we have many more coming your way. Just support us, and we will support you. And that's pretty much. Oh, and of course, I almost forgot. Follow us at Almost Wrestling on Twitter for, of course, Raw tweets, all Raw long, unless if I decide to stop midway, but whatever. Follow us at Almost Wrestling, and I do pay-per-view tweets as well, some SmackDown, some main events, sometimes just random if I'm watching something on the network. So just stick around on Twitter for us, and of course I'll hand it over to Kyle, because I believe he has some plugs to do, so take it away.
Yeah, I don't know, Twitter account at Kyle Smith WWE. I haven't even gotten on Twitter in like a week, so I might check it out. Get on Twitter this Monday for Raw. I probably will, actually. I couldn't last week because I was at Raw, but definitely gonna try to get on Twitter this Monday night for Raw to tweet along with AEW. I tweet also sometimes for SmackDown. I haven't been SmackDown tweeting in a long time though. But like Joe, I will just randomly get on Twitter, like just be watching something on the network and be like, oh, watching Elimination Chamber 2010, and oh man, Batista looked really good in this match, whatever, something like that, or something along those lines. But what we mainly do here is Superstars tweeting. We tweet for Superstars. Be sure to check me out on there. I'm just kidding. I've never tweeted for an episode of Superstars. But yeah, Twitter account at Kyle Smith WWE. WWE. Take it away, Big Joe.
Damn it, I thought it was over. But anyway, yeah, all that stuff, good stuff we said, the good stuff, right, Kyle, is in the description below. So, and, you know, if you feel like reading something, there's no description below. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, this is AEW.